Don't mind me just running a little behind. I need to give myself another 5 minutes. 15 is not enough to get set up. Oh, geez, classic Tetris coming in with a party of 35. What was going on over there? Is this Toastress weekend? No. Not quite sure. I do not have camps up yet. I'm typing as fast as my fingers will let me. Probably starting in like a couple minutes here. We do have both players here. It's me that's behind. I'm not usually behind, but that's where we're at. God, I don't even have my lights set up. Fortunately, that's easy to do. I'll turn on the main profile today. Why not? Yeah. With the Live of the Super Show stuff out of the way, all the pinging is done. We can get underway. What's going on, everyone? Roncli here. And I got a 2-hour break. I just did Wars for 4 hours and change. And honestly, 2 really good sessions happened today. If you missed that, we had 3 Division 1 style matches. In fact, they are all Division 1 players. We had Akatu and Critical Lapis. We had Coal Bucket and Cobra. That was fun. And then ID Kirby and Macy were playing. Macy, not currently in Div 1, but is a Div 1 player. So it was a lot of fun. But here's what we got today. We got 4 matches for you, your viewing entertainment, starting with the aforementioned Critical Lapis and ID Kirby going head-to-head for only the 2nd time ever. And then Alex T will look to continue his streak over Hydrant, has won 5 out of 6 of those games. And then we move on to Division 2 as a Guideline Master SILLYSHARK going to be taking on DOODLE. DOODLE, a long-time veteran of the scene at this point. And then we'll close it off with the 15th ELO meeting between the Somalian captain and TETRISTIME. I'm looking forward to it. And you can see we have the standings up for you there. Unsurprisingly, Scooty off to a fast start. Cobra also doing fairly well for himself. So keep that up for a moment as I get the cameras in and ready to go. We should be getting going in a second. By the way, for the players, Critical Lapis and ID Kirby, let me know if we're going to be doing any 19 and if you're going to be doing any Reroll or increment? Let's find out. I do have to fix some cameras before I move things over, so give me a moment. Alright, all the cameras are fixed. That means we're just about ready to get underway here. 18 is the call from Kirby, and Critical Lapis. He's letting you decide if we increment or reroll, which will it be? Kingsman, welcome in. We got Winterra. Asking Lapis, what is this game? It's a 963. That's what it is. We have Toast in here, who just finished the Toastress. How much of a matcherino contribution will it take to get the Toast blocks on the NTC for CTL? Let's just say I could not make that happen, but I don't know, maybe King could. So yeah, Winterra, or not Winterra, why did I say Winterra? Because I'm reading when I should be talking. Critical Lapis. Reroll or increments? Let me get him properly flipped around now that I know where he's sitting. Increment it is. Here is your seed for game number 1. Oh, well. Well, now that you said that, I'm going to strike the seed from the record. That seed is no good. Do not pin that seed. Do not do anything with that seed. We're going to roll another one. So, Kirby, go to the seed selection screen and hit select and forget you ever saw the seed. Who won over there, Toast? I think I know the answer, but it could surprise me. It surprised me before. So full disclosure, Kirby, I am modifying your calibration a bit. It is a little off. Shouldn't take me too long. Okay. So now we shouldn't have any problems. Good. All right, so new seed. This is a new seed. If you have the old seed in, please get rid of it. The new seed is 38504B. No, we have both players back. We will be using that seed, 38504B. Which, of course, means players continue to warm up. We do have 4 matches tonight, so don't want to take too long. No, I modified. Oh, now it's working. Okay, there it goes. My Kirby is on the correct seed. Just waiting on players to finish warm-ups. So if you can do that and ready on up, we'll get underway. We have a ready from Kirby. Gonna have to ask you to unlock for a second and enter the scene ready up. Your numbers are good. Okay, that's good. All right. Both players appear to have the seed in. We have a GLHF. We have a GLGL. We have a ready from Kirby, and we have a ready from Critical Lapis. Let's get underway with our Season 32 Division 1A matchup between Critical Lapis and ID Kirby. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. As always, we'll go ahead and introduce these players on the left. Have a... let me fix... before I do that, let me not get Eek mad at me there. There we go. Fixed it. On the left, we have ourselves a roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 2,967,000. Welcome in Critical Lapis. And on the right, rolling out of the United States with a PB of 3,497,000. Welcome in, ID Kirby. And I tell you what. Oh, let me add. I can add them real quick. I tell you what, though. These two. Like, when it comes to the Premier poll, I feel like they've been very close to each other for a long time. And now that we see them in Division 1 making waves, I would not be surprised to see them start showing up on the poll itself. I'm sorry, what? Oh, it's underscore. There we go. And there we go. So there's your cue. Bit of a jank board from Critical Lapis here, trailing by 40,000 points. But That number could go up. Are we going to miss a T to the left, but not a problem. Just work around that. No problem. It'll be a problem if he can't solve the dependencies, though. Ooh, no. Now it's a problem. Interesting placement of the L. So now it's Kirby's turn to go to work on a dig. Critical Lapis has got the board down, and we'll have an opportunity to close this 2.5 Tetris gap. That will be helpful. Ah, that Z piece, though. Pieces are not being kind to Kirby, but Kirby's doing the best he can with them. Not letting the situation get any further out of control. But now double J dependent, and he knows that's not safe. Critical Lapis has taken the lead, 302 to 299. Kirby finally getting the right pieces. We'll open up that right side. Nails the T-spin. And now we have a drought forming. 21 pieces and counting. Critical Lapis missing a piece left there. I hope he's not waiting around for a bar to clean that up. Because he is not finding one. And this 30-piece drought, all that's doing for Critical Lapis is making this dig take longer. Ooh, didn't quite get it clean. So ID Kirby, currently in the lead, but also 10 lines in the future. However, Critical Lapis is in a spot where he can't score for a while. Level 19 is looming for Kirby. Kind of a bit of parallel transitions for these two. Especially after what I saw out of them earlier today. They were both playing 18 fairly well, especially Kirby. I think he had like a 661 game. But this is going to be 447. That's Critical Lapis at 425. And he'll take the double into level 19 at 450. Trying to be aggressive, but again, another drought coming at the worst possible time. He'll finally get the bar for the Tetris. Kirby is in the lead, but also in the future, so it's kind of hard to tell who's got the lead right now. My gut says ID Kirby does. But that Tetris from Critical Lapis can make it a little closer. Looks like he's gonna try to go left well, but the piece is not really cooperating. Critical Lapis trying to figure out how to resolve this board. Has a long bar dependency on the right, and is going to attack that before going any further. Now has that well open for a Tetris. Bang, dirty Tetris in column 1. And this board is looking a little better, but Kirby has definitely got a lead now. 676 to 551. An extended dig for Critical Lapis. Certainly helping out Kirby there. We're about halfway through the level 19 speeds. We play 100 lines of these speeds, starting at 130 lines. At 230, we double the speed. We affectionately call it the kill screen, although it's pretty bad at doing that to Division 1 players. So we had to implement another one at another 100 lines. At 330 lines, we have the double kill screen, or the super kill screen. And that does the job, usually, quickly. Well, always does the job. 836 for Kirby, 634 for Critical Lapis. Critical Lapis again in a bit of a dig here. And it's starting to look like he's going to need level 29 to even have a hope, because he's down by almost 250,000 points here. He's got a column 7 set up. We'll get the bar down there for the Tetris. Is continuing to throw down the 3-6. Another Tetris for Kirby. Somehow they have evened out their line count. Waiting on that bar to go into level 29. Kirby's in at 967. Critical Lapis in at 743. And both players will top out. Well, it's like old times. Kirby will take a 1-0 lead. Remember when I said earlier that the kill screen doesn't do a very good job at killing the players? Sometimes it gets it right. Yeah, there were some droughts that game for sure. We'll go ahead and increment that seed. We're now on 4-9. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead. Waste no time. We'll start game number 2. And we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, as you may or may not have seen on the lead-in, these two have only faced off once in the past. And believe it or not, it was Critical Lapis's 13th match in Division 3B back in January of 2025. But it was ID Kirby that took the win, 3-1. Starting this one off, we have 10 pushdown points for Critical Lapis and half a single for Kirby. Another Tetris for Critical Lapis. Looking for a J here. We'll find it pretty quickly. Another Tetris for both players. This is a very tight early game. The way you like it. Another Tetris for Kirby. Critical Lapis also banging one down. We also talk about where these two currently stand in the season. This is Critical Lapis' 4th match already. After this game, he will have played more matches than anyone in Division 1. He has a 3-2 win over Akatu and a 3-1 win over Fluxe, but fell 3-2 to Alice. But that has been enough to give him the division lead for now at 13 points. Probably because Big Blue Scooty's only played 1 match. And after this, he's only got matches up against the aforementioned Blue Scooty and the ever-dangerous Sam Vaughn. Of course, last week had to contend with a very game ID Kirby and managed to take him out in a decider. But it was a fantastic showing. both players. 331 for Kirby, 311 for Critical Lapis. Bit of an awkward board, though. You can see he's just going to try to go for a spin there to settle it down. Good stacking decisions there. But now, that left side needs a little love. The square goes too far. And this is getting out of control here. Does get a timely bar to help with the board, but there's another bar dependency. And another bar shows up. Kirby is going to take full control off this one. Ooh. Hold on. Dirty Tetris set up column 2. There's the bar. There's the Dirty Tetris. And there's Critical Lapis out of the dig. So, 400 at the 100-line turn for Critical Lapis. 457 for Kirby at the same point. About almost a 3 Tetris lead, but not quite. You know what I haven't done yet, and I'm going to do right now? Check on our friends over on YouTube. Hello to folks over on the tubes. Another Tetris for both players. Much better game for both players as well, as Kirby threatening a 600 transition, Critical Lapis mid-500s. More in line with what we're used to seeing in Division 1. Critical Lapis just going to take a burn there. Sets up a S-tuck, gets that done, and hey, look, it's another drought. 20 pieces and counting. He's just going to burn in at 582. Critical Lapis waited around, though, and got the bar at 568. Nice moves there from Critical Lapis. If you think that what he just did is easy, let me tell you, it's far from it. Whole bunch of tucks in a row is physically demanding with the role play style. So 660. Had a Tetris go to 687 for ID Kirby. 648 for Critical Lapis. Level 21. Still a good ways to go. And right now, neither of these players giving me a whole lot to talk about because these stacks are clean as a whistle. Couple burns required for Critical Lapis here. It gets it done quickly. Very nice. Check out scores here halfway through the level 19 speeds. 885 for ID Kirby, 823 for Critical Lapis. That is a 2 Tetris difference at this level. Another Tetris for ID Kirby, but Critical Lapis, the hole, not going to be able to score with the long bar. But instead, he's going to set up in column 4. We'll get the bar for the Tetris, and we'll get the well back into good grace. Kirby waiting patiently for this bar. Will show up on 26. He'll get the max out. 1,024,000 taking on 966. That max out coming very soon for Critical Lapis as well. There it is. Another one. Be on the screen, though. 1,134,000 for ID Kirby. Oh, ID Kirby in a bit of trouble here. One line to transition. Ooh, this is going to be a tough dig. Needs to get something left, and it doesn't go. He's going to be done, and Critical Lapis is good. We're tied at 1. Jay, aren't you supposed to be taking a break? Yeah, no bar. Big surprise. 1,356,000 though is enough to take the game. Good stat pad. Kirby has stepped away for a moment, but we will increment the seed again for game number 3. Of course, after this we have Alex T making his season debut. Be taking on Hydrant. And then 2 matches in Division 2, SILLYSHARK. We're going up against Doodle and longtime rivals, Somalian and TETRISTIME. Gonna add another chapter to their story. We have it ready from ID Kirby. There's the ready from Critical Lapis. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 3. We're tied at 1. We'll take the advantage. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And yeah, it's right about this time in the broadcast where I get to mention about Matcherino. Currently, our prize pool for our Division 1 player stands at $105.19. And we have had 2 jabronis add themselves to the participants. Two jabronis I've never heard of before. King needs to not leave it open like that. But yeah, $105.19. We also have 24 of the contribution codes remaining. If we get all of those out, that will add another $6. And then you can add $5. You can add $10. You can add $420.69. You can add $67. You can add whatever you want. We want to try to get that prize pool up to $1,000. That is our seasonal goal. But we do have a stretch goal of $2,000 to get our top 8 players in the playoffs paid. Everyone who makes the playoffs will get paid if we hit that $2,000 mark. Helps get our players rewarded for what they do. Helps us keep ensuring that we have the best in the world playing in Classic Tetris League. Ty, lur, Tyler, Ty, lur. Hi. What's up, Baldy? Critical Lapis is up. That's up high. Needs a bar. There's no bar! Of course, granted, he was high enough, he really didn't have a whole lot of time to find a bar. Oof, 2-1. 40-piece drought in there, yeah. That'll do it. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen again. Both players are ready. KIRBY on the verge of another 2-1 over Critical Lapis. Can he get it done? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Did I say 2-1? I meant 3-1. Ugh. Add another one for the pile of commentator mistakes that Penguin Panic loves. Hydra Werewolf, what's going on? Tetris is going on. And right now, KIRBY is on the verge of taking the win. Oh, now it's KIRBY getting up really high here. I'm going to pull pole vaults out as we have another extended drought. This time, 30 pieces. He banks down a Tetris. Critical Lapis does not. And Critical Lapis is going to have to hope for a third bar, and it does show up. So there we go. No early tops this game due to a early drought. But these seeds giving us a run for our money here. Another Tetris for Critical Lapis. We're tied at 100,320. With these players scoring at Tetrises, we're going to be tied for a bit, I think. Well, someone makes a burn or blinks or looks funny at their pieces or pushes down. Well, it's going to be a drought that decides that. Another 30-piece drought. Second one of the game. We're only 36 lines in. Another Tetris for Critical Lapis. These players have been handling the droughts pretty well this game, though. Captain says, getting my RNG. Yeah. But they're doing well with it. That's the difference. Not saying you don't do well with yours. You know, despite the extended droughts, players aren't doing too bad in the score department. 249 for Critical Lapis, 237 for KIRBY. Are you kidding me? Is that the third 30-plus drought of the game? Unbelievable. Remember, boys and girls, Tetris hates you. 8,000-point lead for KIRBY. Critical Lapis looking for the bar, and there it is. We are approaching the 100-line turn. Good bar timing there for Critical Lapis. Getting back-to-back Tetrises. Ooh, KIRBY in a bit of a spot. But it's going to get the right side open. Bang down the Tetris before dealing with the vertical iTuck setup. course means it's time for another drought. Are you kidding me? Yeah, only 25. Critical Lapis. Ooh, another misdrop for ID Kirby there. Yeah, Critical Lapis 512, ID Kirby at 481. You know, I tell you what, as far as White Bat audio music goes, this song is definitely one of these things is not like the other. I had to actually check to make sure it didn't switch to another playlist on me. This does not sound like Carl Casey. But it is. So lead for Critical Lapis into 19 here. Not at all. If you're curious, it's called Civil War off of White Bat 43. All right, 636 for Kirby, 559. I'm sorry, 636 for Critical Lapis, 539 for Kirby. Reading scores wrong there. Now this is more like Carl Casey. Vitz attempts for Kirby here. Really tempting fate with this seed, let me tell you. He just burns it away. We'll find a Tetris. Trying to figure out a way to fill in this middle and is not getting the right pieces for it. Finally, it does. Yeah, he's definitely in Vitz mode. You know, some people just get into that mode where it seems like they're doing multiple Vitzes a match. And then some matches they just don't do any. Another Tetris for both players. But with 12 lines in hand, Critical Lapis has an 85,000 point lead. That is certainly a real lead. Another Tetris for Critical Lapis, 900. 905 into 25. It's going to have to do a little bit of burning, so perhaps an opportunity for Kirby to bite into this lead a little bit. But just like that, Critical Lapis is out. Nice T-spin there for Kirby. Hangs down a Tetris as well. Kirby's only 6 lines, now 5 from transition. Ooh, a S-flat moment that I don't think was intended from the Critical Lapis there. He'll max out on 27. Kirby's into 29 at 943. Oh, another misdrop there from Critical Lapis right before 29. This could be a little dangerous. Here we go, level 29. Kirby has the lead, 1,069,000. Hey now, a Critical Lapis right behind him. Also at 1,069,000. This is neck and neck all of a sudden, but again, Critical Lapis with more lines in hand. Should this go to 39, that could be a factor. Both players kind of just struggling to survive. That is a dirty Tetris from ID Kirby. He takes a 1 Tetris lead. Lapis trying to get this board down, but it is not cooperating. Level 34 for Kirby. He's got another Tetris. See on the screen, 1,221,000. Critical Lapis at 1,120,000. Critical Lapis finally clean. Oh, but misses a 5-tap left. He just burns it down. Not going to take a chance with that, but this is a problem. Kirby is done at 1,235,000. Critical Lapis, you have a chase down. You need C36. Another Tetris. Takes a triple after that as well. We are in line-out territory. But he's going to go for the Tetris. And we'll get it. Bang, Tetris. Critical Lapis into 37. Will send us to a decider. Well, there you have it. 1,281,000 will be enough to get the job done. One game to decide who will walk away with 5 points and who will be stuck with only 2. Critical Lapis saying, let's make the last game a good one. I agree. No more of these stupid 30 droughts like that happen every 5 seconds. We got it ready for Mighty Kirby. Critical Lapis looking to stay loose. And we have a ready from Critical Lapis. Here we go! It's the decider between Critical Lapis and ID Kirby. Who's going to take it all? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. GLGL on decider. Otis Cop over on YouTube says, Kirby's got this. I feel like it's been a bit of an up and down set for both players in a way. They've both had some really good moments, both had some unfortunate moments. We're down to a best of 1. Well, it's a best of 5. Well, it's not even a best of 5. It's a first of 3. Just happens to be 2-2. Meaning the next one who takes a win will take the set. Tetris for Kirby. Ooh, a bit of a pair of misdrops there. Kind of read the disappointment. I think he also got a bit of a shadow burn there. Another drought coming in. Bar shows up. Critical Lapis gets the Tetris. Almost missed it. You can tell by his face that he did not like what just happened. He's going to work on getting this board back into a serviceable state. That is going to allow ID Kirby to play 2 rows up and start scoring. He's got 215, 193 for Critical Lapis. Both players are in a position where they can score. Critical Lapis is clean. And now Kirby's just going to get this down. Or try to, anyway. He's just kind of not allowing it. Oh my god. Both players kind of getting saddled with some rocky pieces here. Spire for Kirby. Holding the stack there for Critical Lapis. Critical Lapis at least going to get open. But it's not going to matter if no bar comes. 20-piece drought. It does finally show up. And despite all the differences, it is a 750-point lead for ID Kirby. He'll add another Tetris to that. 292 to 269. Hey now. Kirby up high. Having to deal with yet another drought. Players are going to be leaving this set thirsty, I can tell you that. Tetris is for Critical Lapis. Taking another one, he'll have the lead. Kirby will strike first. Kirby's ahead in the real-time lead, but not on pace. Nope, and will not. Oh, Kirby missing the second of the two spins there. Honestly, Captain, that would sound like something that Tyler would make up. Like, seriously. See, Winner at least comes up with something on brand. $505 for Critical Lapis, $489 for ID Kirby. We are rapidly approaching the level 19 speeds. Both players with 3 Tetrises available to them. There's the Tetris for Kirby. And there's the bar and Tetris for Critical Lapis. 532, taken on 514 with 1 Tetris to go. Kirby goes in at 538. And Critical Lapis goes in at 557. Critical Lapis going column 6. There's a dirty Tetris. Trying to find a way to get that column 4 open. And I would expect there to be an attempt at a 3-6 stack. There it is. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. Can keep it going. After that, just going to get the well back over to the right. Not going to mess around any more than he has to. Tetris for Critical Lapis. Kirby looking for a bar. Kirby has a 20,000 point lead here on level 22. Finally finds the bar, gets the Tetris. And there's the Tetris for Critical Lapis. Kirby with another one. With another 2 there. Well, fortunately for Critical Lapis, there was a second bar in there, and even a third. So he gets the Tetrises he needs. 777 for Kirby, 753 for Critical Lapis. We're halfway through the level 19 speeds. This one might be fated to be decided on 29. Players having to do a little bit of cleanup. And there's Tetris for both players, still 17,000 points, being the difference in favor of Kirby. Wars. If you missed Wars today, you saw that Kirby had one game where he lost by 20 points. Not 20,000, 20 points. Every point really does matter in this game. The scores were 1.3 too, but I think like that's just crazy. Another Tetris. We're approaching level 29. There's the max out for ID Kirby. There's the max out for Critical Lapis. It is a shootout into 29. Anyone's game. Who's going to take it? Kirby is in at 1,058,000. Critical Lapis will take the lead at 1,077,000. But Kirby in trouble. Needs a bar. There's no bar. And Critical Lapis will move to 3-1. GG takes the set in a decider. He'll take it 3-2. But give him another 5 points. He is up to 18, and now he's got to be thinking about making a playoff push. Watch him play this out. Ouch, that's rough. Yeah, I remember it last week's. That was... Last week's, though, I mean... That was just a great set, really. Another Tetris there. Critical Lapis at 34. Well, there's still certainly a ways to go for Critical Lapis. Is going to top it out at 1,484,000. Still has to play Scooty and SV. But today, he's going to take a victory. Your winner, Critical Lapis in 5. And with that, up next, the reigning world champion and happens to also be the reigning CTL champion. It's Alex T. Gonna be in a fight with Hydrant Dude up next. I haven't looked. Quick poll, do you think Alex is in the room? The answer is yes, by the way. Alex, are you on Transition Trainer? Because I cannot bring your game up. Although Alex has stepped away for a moment. And we lost Alex. Streams whenever I load NTC. It's silly. Okay. Does appear like we have the champ. Beautiful calibration on the side of Alex T. I cannot get into hydrants to see it. Like Hydrant is doing something. I'm going to assume it's transition trainer. I did see him play a game earlier, so I guess we're all right. Go ahead and switch it over. We have Alex T on the left, Hydrant Dude on the right. Hydrant currently sporting a 1-1 record, taking out Winterra in a decider, but fell to Sidnev 3-1. So 6 points for him. Alex T, though, he's got no points. He's going to be looking to change that, because he's just getting his season started. Let's find out from these players. We're going to get any 19 today. Okay, I'm just now looking in chat, and oh my god, Chen, settle down. This is 4 mentions, dude. How you doing? Welcome in. Hydrant X asking Alex, want to do 19? Let's find out what Alex says. Alex says more warlock. Are you gonna waddle away if I say no? So, Alex doing the warm-up thing players so love to do when we have a deep queue. Alex, Hydrant has asked you a question. What is your answer? No to 19. Increment or reroll. We'll be level 18 all the way. Increment is fine for Hydrant. Alex, you good with increment? If so, I will roll a seed for you. Alex is very locked in. You can kind of tell. Alex trying to be like, well, if Scooty can get 5 wins in a row for CTL, I'm going to get 6. Just waiting on Stunning Ryan to conclude warm-ups and let us know if increment is okay, or if he would like to flip heads or tails, whether we do increment or reroll. Okay. Unbeknownst to Alex, he doesn't have to worry about icing Hydrant Dude. He looks plenty iced right now. Your seed is EA. It's the game. 3E48. Yeah, the long bars are DLC in the seed, so pay up. $50 each to the matcherino. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 1 between Alex T and Hydrant Dude in Division 1B. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Introducing players on the left. A man I like to call Alex Flexley. He is a roller out of the United States. He is the CTWC 2-time world champion. He is a 3-time and current CTL champion. And he has a PB of 27,488,000. Welcome in, Alex T. And on the right, also a roller out of the United States with a PB of 2,364,000. He is the first player to ever roll over the game and did it in competition under an alias. Welcome in, Hydrant Dude. Someone said that Alex was too busy being locked in to get the game set up. I don't think you were wrong. Look at this start. No burns. Through 28 lines. Another Tetris. Now we're getting a bit of a drought, so Champ knows what to do. That's a burn. It's a bar down the right side for a Tetris. He's got the lead, 207 to 171. Certainly not a bad start from Hydrant Dude, just Alex being more efficient. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there for Hydrant. So he immediately is going to go into cleanup mode. He would really like a bar, but This is a drought. 29 pieces before the bar shows. Not the greatest set of pieces for Hydrant here. Gonna have to go flat there. Surprised you didn't do it the S. So still a bit of trouble here for Hydrant. Really trails by 114,000. That is 5 Tetrises here on level 18. It's the bar down the right side. Only for a triple. But now is going to be able to start cleaning this up. Probably going to play one. No, he's not even going to play one row up. He's going to clean this all the way up. Alex on a 20-piece drought here is going to burn some lines away. Look at that right side double well, ready to take the burns if he needs to. It's a Tetris. Red numbers showing up again. This time they get to 20. Alex kind of adjusted out of an L tuck there. Oh, interesting play there for Hydrant. You can see shaking his head. Probably not what he meant. But this is a ridiculous lead for Alex right now. We are still on level 18. He is pushing a 300,000 point lead. 12 Tetrises ahead. As this has been a struggle second half for Hydrant after that misdrop. And there we go, 618 into level 19. It is a 300,000 real-time lead. And he's just adding to it. Like, this is a relentless game for Alex. I mean, we're in transition, and Alex has more than double Hydrant's score. Not anymore, but he did for a moment. That is how dominant this game is for Alex. Oh, he misses a tap left there. But we'll get a bar over for the Tetris. Yeah, these are the type of games that you do not want to throw if you are Alex T. You want to show the world what you're capable of. And Alex is capable of cleaning this up. There we go. $742 for Alex, $382 for Hydrant. He's restored the double the score. Incredible. And Hydrant in a lot of trouble here. Getting out of this, though. $440,000 point lead for Alex T. Live tap goes over. And Hydrant will be getting this cleaned up. 500,000 lead for Alex. Tetris for Hydrant, finally getting the board down. At least get the lead under 500,000 for the moment, but Alex not keen to let that stick around. Back to 514 ahead. Bang, Tetris for Alex into the max out. And Alex has now extended his lead to over 600,000. Props for Hydrant for staying in it. Alex is not giving any space to breathe. This has been one-sided the whole way. Level 19, 1,157,000 for Alex. This lead may already be too much to overcome to a 39 kill screen. We'll see. Here we go, level 19, 576. Alex is actually in trouble. Some nice flat burns, though. He's going to be done at 1,174,000. So, Hydrant, you have a chase down. You need B 75. Alex is like, good luck. Doodle says easy chase. Yeah, absolutely. I can do this in my sleep. So still 481,000 points needed. I think it's safe to say that we're not in lineout territory. Oh no! Bunch of dead drops right down the center, and Alex is going to take game number 1 in a game where he had the highest lead I have ever seen out of any player in Classic Tetris. Like, that was one player suffering and another player not suffering. Critical Lapis says that would have revived the Shorts channel. Oh my god, let's put that one behind us, shall we? Increment your seed. Let's get that one behind us. By the way, Hydrant, how's the weather over there? Winter in chat says Sunny got some competition. I wasn't going to say it. Someone had to, though. We have both players ready. Let's go ahead and count it down for game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So I am actually going to spin this into something positive, because these two players have played 6 times prior. And you may think that after that last game that all 6 of them have gone to Alex. No. He's only won 5. And in fact, the only place that Hydrant Dude has ever beaten him was in Classic Tetris League Division 1. As we have a massive drought here to start the game. It's, oh my god. What is with the droughts today? 39-piece drought. Both players will survive. Alex will get the Tetris. Hydrant just happy to be cleaned up. Oh man. Okay. Finally gets the bar over for the Tetris. But yeah, that win was 3-1 over Alex T, but that was back in March of 2022. So it's been a while. Does own a win over Alex. Maybe this is why you re-roll. I mean, people re-roll because superstition, essentially. Another Tetris for Alex. get another one there. He's got 169. Hey now, 150 for Hydrant. I remember last game, Hydrant didn't have a bad first half of 18. Like, that was... That wasn't the problem. The problem came when he misdropped a square, and then it just fell apart after that. Another drought coming in. Alex certainly in prime position to weather this drought. The player's going to score back-to-back Tetrises with those 2 bars over 3 pieces. And it's just a less than a Tetris lead for Alex this time around. Looking for a bar here. We'll find it. We'll bang down a Tetris. Oh, 380-point lead for Alex. Very close game. Tetris for Alex again, 380 points is the difference. Hydrant setting up a potential double tuck here, but no, just gonna resolve it a different way. Bangs down a Tetris. Well, that was some very nice stacking there out of Hydrant, dude. Was on pace to transition to 19 with a score higher than game number 1. Not that game number 1 transition, but it's a 29 transition. This is actually a very strong game for both players. Could be seeing 2 600k transitions if they keep this up. Another Tetris. Simul-Tetris, in fact. Yeah, that is definitely on the cards for Hydrant. There's another Tetris. Would really like a J here. He's not going to get one. You could kind of see the thought process there. It's like, I can still resolve this if I make it fits with a J. But didn't get a J. Alex working on a 25-piece drought, and he's pretty high up on the board. We'll get that double. Needs something left, but gets a bar first, and we'll bang it down for a Tetris. Hydrant, meanwhile, in a much better position to weather this. And he'll get the bar. He'll get a 1-row up Tetris. Alex is in transition at 556. And that double will guarantee that Hydrant will have at least that. Or it might just be a 556, though. Yeah, 556 for Hydrant. He bangs down a Tetris. Alex had a little trouble getting going at the start of level 19 there. So Hydrant will take the lead, 632 to 618. As Alex is now focused on his stack, burning it down. Good adjustment for the J. And wouldn't you know it, it's another drought. My God, that is a giant drought. $39-piece drought, although I'm not sure that Hydrant felt it because he was digging the entire time. Alex will score a Tetris. He's in the lead, 692 to 649. Oh, no! Misdrop for Hydrant. Missed that 5-tap. Looks like he missed another piece there, too. It does get a bar down. Just going to solve it with the roof burn. Alex with a misdrop. He's going to get it cleaned up quickly. And he's going to go left well. Hydrant still in dig mode. Alex can't find a bar. Where is this bar? There is no bar. Finally, it shows up after 25. Good God. Nope. Yeah, he's shaking his head no. He knows that's not a line spin. Need a little more room for it. Finally get this board back. Oh, hold on, he's gonna go for a center well first. Nope, no center well. What's the plan here, though? There we go. So, both players are clean. It is a 239,000 point lead for Alex. Certainly not as crushing as game one, but still up there. He's got the max out, 1,000,009. Tetris 4 Hydrant. Really would love the L here. It's not coming. Misses a spin as well. Ooh, misses a bar there. But set up for Dirty Tetris into 29. We'll get it. 850 into level 29. Alex at 1,088,000. Here we go, level 29. Hydrant needs a bar here. We'll get the bar and hangs it in column 9. And Alex will take a 2-0 lead. Alex will, of course, play that out. He's going to miss the 5-tap left. That'll be it for him. Alex, you know you can't get anything over when it's 11 high. What are you looking, acting all mad for that bar didn't go over? All right. Game number 3. Alex looking to make quick work of Hydrant. Critical Lapis in chat saying, I've already seen Alex's screen look 9 times. What? Yeah, 9 times over the course of 6 pieces. Like, he looks multiple times a piece. It's hilarious. Of course, Alex adjusting his camera and trying to get me in trouble with, Peak. It's not going to happen. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead, get this counted down. Game number 3. Alex looking for a sweep. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. One more time, just a reminder, if you haven't gotten your contribution codes in yet, we still have a bunch of them. $6 worth of them, as a matter of fact. If you go over to the Matcherino link, !Matcherino, log in with your favorite social media account. And click on the contribution code button. You can use one of those contribution codes. Helps us out by letting Matcherino know that, you know, we're a good organization to support. Helps the players out, because, you know, that's more prize money for them. And we'd like to get a little closer to our price pool goals. We have our usual seasonal goal of $1,000. along with our stretch goal of $2,000 to pay the top 8 rather than the top 4 in the playoffs. I think that's the longest number of pieces Alex has gone in a row without screen launching. Oh, now it's this. Okay. So you looked twice on that piece. Yeah, it was fine. Alex will have to do a little bit of cleanup here, but shouldn't be a problem. Oh, but this bar dependency will definitely be a problem, especially since there's no bar. Get that triple, bring it down. Alex T is our defending champion. He took Blue Scooty the distance. Got the job done. He's got a Vitz set up right now. Gets the bar. There's the Vitz. Gets another one for the Tetris. Alex's double well game has been strong this set. But he can't find the J tuck here. Finally gets the key tuck with the J. Interesting board setup here. How do you resolve this? Can get a Tetris and then go to work. Oh, another Vitz. There it is. Nice Vitz. It is Hydrant Dude currently in the lead, 378 to 368. Or down the right side, Tetris for Hydrant. We'll take another one. 31,000 point lead as we're approaching the 100-line turn. Wonder if that's that song in Marty Supreme. Name of the song is Atlantis off of White Bat 36. Tetris for Alex. A little bit of cleanup work to do for Hydrant, but should still have the lead after this. We'll get that bar down for the Tetris. That L will clean up the remaining hole. Has a long bar dependency. Alex is into transition 584. Hydrant still has a potential to get 3 Tetrises here. Although I wouldn't. Oh, there's the bar. There's the Tetris. Set up again. And another Tetris, but he's going to have to S-flat it into 19. Well, that will be a 597 for Hydrant. He has the transition lead. Tetris for Alex into 21, 652. We missed 5 tap for Hydrant. It's going to set him back a bit. He does have a bit of a cushion, though. Nice plays there from Hydrant. And despite the trout, he is going to get this cleaned up. Alex is 15 lines ahead. Make it 16. He's got a 3 Tetris lead. Well, that's not a real lead yet. Hydrant just now getting into 22. Alex already halfway through 23. And Alex doing a little bit of burning as well, so. Tetris for Hydrant. Strong game so far for Hydrant. Tetris for Alex. There's a Tetris for Hydrant and another one. It's about a 1 Tetris pace lead for Hydrant. He's got another Tetris. Trying to get this left side settled, and we'll get it settled pretty quickly. Alex, a bit of a misdrop. Gonna have to deal with that hold. Aki bar for Hydrant, looking for another one. Max out for Alex, although he is on 27. Hydrant could do it on 26. Badly timed long bars. Oh, 4 long bars that Hydrant cannot use for a Tetris, and there's another one after it, so I guess it's okay. Alex is going to have a little bit of trouble going into 29 here. This is a little bit of danger. Yeah, a little bit of danger for anyone not named Alex T as he gets that down like it's nothing. He's back to the bottom. Tetris for Hydrant. He's got one more before 29. And he's got the lead. 1,183,000 into 29. Alex bangs down a Tetris, gets his 1.1 on 31. Well, Hydrant with a strong multi-level pace lead here. But pace lead will only really matter if we can get all the way to 39. 1.2 for Hydrant. Hydrant just getting this down. Alex trying to go for a column 8, but there's no bar. Finally gets the bar for the Tetris. Huge drought there for Alex T. He'll get another Tetris. He has a real-time lead. Trying to go for another Tetris here. Can't quite find it. Oh, Hydrant's in trouble. He's going to be done. And Alex will get the comeback and the sweep. GG's. Alex T, play this out. You know, if I could type fast enough, I'd do a prediction to see if you think that Alex can get to level 40. $1,150,000. Oh, this is the 3-tap, right? That's gonna be it. 1,567,000. Strong start to the season for Alex T. He gets 7 points. GG. All right. Up next, we got SILLYSHARK taking on DOODLE. Stay tuned for that. Attention, silly fertissime shark. Please contact judges. Cold Bucket asking if Doodle's match has happened. Well, I hope it will. We are waiting on SILLYSHARK right now. Locked out of your room? Are you kidding? Yeah, wheat. Yeah, I mean, it's breaking the door down. That's still knocking. It's just a very hard knock. Man, slower than Div 1 players. $27. Bro's out for a stroll right now. Setup is happening. Should be ready in a few minutes or less. I'm going to check your calibration. Oh, that's why you had a yeah, the mouse was in the way. That's what it was. Okay, you should be fine. Go ahead and get this underway. This is Division 2, so I give you a seed. You play level 18. There's your seed, 78DB37. We're doing a roll test on the menu select. But we do have a seed, and we are just about ready to rock. So as soon as we are done with our warm-ups, we can get underway. Captain says, I'm fine with this. I'm not home. No sweeps, please. We have a ready from Doodle. And there's the ready from SILLYSHARK. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 1 of Division 2 action between SILLYSHARK and Doodle. Game number 1 will start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Introduce the players on the left. Roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 1,942,000 and is also one of only 2 players who have a sub 14 second 40 line sprint on both Tetrio and Jastris. Welcome in, SILLYSHARK. And over on the right, rolling out of the United States with a PB of 1,641,000. It's Doodle. A bit of early nerves here for SILLYSHARK, but it's starting to get this board back down. Needs a bar here. This would be a dirty Tetris. So that square is overshifted. Now he requires a bar. Doesn't get it in time. Scrambling to try to stay alive. Has to put that square all the way right. What else do you do? Oh my god. This is very high. Still getting burns, though. Both players, 20-piece drought there. SILLYSHARK opens up that left side, needs the bar. The bar does not come in time. So more holes being placed. SILLYSHARK fighting as much as he can here. And that's going to be it. Game number 1 goes to Doodle. So Doodle, who 2 minutes ago thought he was going to be swept, is definitely not getting swept. I just got a notification on Twitch that said, Blue Scooty is live, procrastinating math homework until after stream. Oh. I divide by 0. Get him. Get him. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count down game number 2. And we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, SILLYSHARK was already in a mega dig when it happened, so didn't help. A lot of white pieces to start this one. And look at Doodle over here. Gonna get the all white piece Tetris. But it's SILLYSHARK that's going to come away with no burns in the opener so far. Doodle will slam down another Tetris there, but will find himself trailing. This is the second all-time meeting between these two, but only the first one ever online. They met once at Ohio in 2024. Doodle took it in a best-of-3 sweep, 2-0. SILLYSHARK with 6 in a row so far. SILLYSHARK. I feel like his coming out party really started back at the Battle Royal in CTW. As he found himself trailing Zidnev going into Game 8. And ended up emphatically passing her. Taking advantage of a number of top-outs that happened from other players and just climbing up the board. Since then, has gone on to roll over the game as a 1.9. Swept Firedox to get into Division 2 this season. And so far, here in Division 2, won his only match in a sweep against Toby. So yeah, SILLYSHARK is finding some success here in Division 2 so far this season. I would love to get something done against Doodle. Doodle struggling from a bit of a drought, but we'll get the bar down for the Tetris. I'll take the spin there and try to clear the left side, but doesn't quite clear cleanly. Tetris for SILLYSHARK at the half. He's got 330. Strong opening sequence for SILLYSHARK. Doodle bar down, simul Tetris. Another Tetris for SILLYSHARK. Interesting set of tucks here. Looks like they worked out. Just needs a square now. Ooh, bit of an overshift there, but fixable. And it's like nothing happened. Tetris for Doodle. But now has to get a bar down the right side. And will do so. $491 for Doodle, $483 out of Tetris to go to $506 for SILLYSHARK. SILLYSHARK's certainly looking to shake off game number one, and so far has done a fantastic job of it. Another Tetris for Doodle. We're in level 19 and 20 respectively. Doodle has about a 4 Tetris lead. We'll add another Tetris to go into 21 at 689. We have one more match after this, also taking place in Division 2. As Le Captain will be taking on TETRISTIME. Awkward board here for Doodle. Doodle certainly a player that has a lot of motion when it comes to their rolling. Currently needs some better pieces than this. 5-tap makes it over. Still struggling to get this board down. Needs something left. Finally gets the J. He's having to make little compromises on his board to get at holes, and it's just extending this dig. SILLYSHARK still not yet has yet to take advantage. Ooh, a double flip there for Doodle. He's done. It's tied at 1. That was just a brutal dig for Doodle. He just realized that he won. Yep, you're good. All right. Just waiting on ready from SILLYSHARK. Captain got his wish. Oh, that was something else. Right. Oh, hello. That can go away. Good thing you had already won. And this is when I close Outlook. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Game number 3, we're tied at 1. Let's see who takes the advantage in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Doodle had a bit of a rough start to his season. Had to face Waffy. Waffy took him out 3-1. Still a long season ahead, as both these players actually have to play 9 matches in Division 2 this season. Compare that to Division 1, where they only have to play 6. I feel like someone got added to my division, and I didn't, and I don't know about it. No, that's everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna start playing this coming weekend. Get my division going. I'll tell you what, though, there are some scary players heading up Division 5A this season. Oh, Doodle placing that L in an awkward spot. KIRBY is saying, let's go SILLYSHARK. Couldn't quite get the spin there. Doodle have to take a couple extra burns here to resolve that. SILLYSHARK does have the lead, 239 to 200,000. Still a ways to go in this one. Another Tetris for SILLYSHARK. Couple of tucks needed here for SILLYSHARK. Gets them done. Now just has to burn out the last of those holes, and we'll get the right side open. It's not in time to stop Doodle from getting back into it, but I'm going to try to keep the damage on the low side. Doodle couldn't quite take advantage there. Didn't get the Tetris, so 339 for SILLYSHARK, 319 for Doodle. Doodle will finally slam down a Tetris. We'll have a 1-burn lead. And there's that burn. It's a tie game. Tetris for SILLYSHARK. And another one. This is a close duel here. It is now half a single. The difference between the players, with Doodle in the lead, taking a double rather than SILLYSHARK's 2 burns. Good double there, too, for Doodle. He'll get another Tetris. SILLYSHARK running into a bit of a challenge here. Gets the tuck, but now goes long bar dependent in column 2. We'll get the bar. Overshifts the bar. Not dangerous yet. He gets another one. Makes no mistake the second time around. Doodle is jamming. That's for sure. Ball stacking those S's to the ceiling. SILLYSHARK trying to get out of this. Oh no, another misdrop. 2 long bar dependencies. Needs an L or a J or a bar. We'll get the L. Two lines to transition. And here we go, level 19, 464. On bar flat there, but should, well, hold on. All right, this is starting to look better. Still can't quite get clean, though. Good burns there. And now the right side is open, but the damage is done. 156,000 point lead for Doodle. And still can't quite get this down. That's a tuck setup, but can't find the piece to do the tuck with. Doodle looking for a bar. It comes right after he opens up the well. Bang, Tetris. SILLYSHARK finally open again. Now he needs a bar. He'll get it. Bang, Tetris. 686 for Doodle. 553 for SILLYSHARK. Errand thing for SILLYSHARK. Don't you call it a spin, or else smack you silly. Like a shark. 735 for Doodle, 613 for SILLYSHARK. SILLYSHARK looking to make up some ground here. Got it within 100,000 points. Is going for a center well. Bang, Tetris. Already down the middle. Would really love... Ooh, that is perfect. Would really love that piece that he got. Doodle looking for a bar here, but having to do a little cleanup first. And now we'll get the bar for the Tetris. 832, 718 for SILLYSHARK, who's 7 lines ahead. It's starting to look like he's going to need some 29 to get this done. Tetris for both. 112,000 point lead for Doodle. KIRBY still believes. Level 29 coming up. There's the max out for Doodle into 28. And there is level 29, 926,000 for SILLYSHARK into transition. Doodle still has a Tetris remaining. He'll have 1,077,000, so big lead. SILLYSHARK needs a bar. Needs a bar now. Where's the bar? Where is the bar? There it is. Dirty Tetris. There's another bar. Very much needed to keep this board sane more than anything. Wow, great burns from SILLYSHARK. Doodle on level 31, 1,120,000. Needs to get a piece right. Gets the bar over. Oh, it doesn't get that over. And he's done at 1,121,000. SILLYSHARK, you are in a chase down. You need B22. There's the Tetris. 1.5 more will do. Set up again. Has to burn it down. Now set up again. There's the bar. There's the Tetris. 10,000 points. All that's needed. And there's the consummate professional way. SILLYSHARK is good and has a 2-to-1 lead. GG. All right. Yeah, only 15,000 points. Well, SILLYSHARK on the verge of another win. Don't worry, guys, just on his phone. It's fine. Go ahead and increment the seed, and we'll be ready with game 4. We have a ready from SILLYSHARK. Doodle says, I need Padless, bro. Save me, Padless. Yeah, I'll take one, too. Both players are ready. Game number 4. We'll see if SILLYSHARK can close out Doodle, or if Doodle will send us to a decider. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Everyone's favorite ZS start. Let's go. Also, six pieces of same piece Tetris. Synchronized Tetris, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I am really hoping that this padless thing takes off. Largely because I want one. Five Tetrises in a row to start game number 4 for SILLYSHARK. Doodle's just getting the pieces at the wrong time right now. See, my problem, Tyler, is I got my hands on one for a short amount of time. And it was long enough for me to get on the hype train for it. $164 for SILLYSHARK, $148 for Doodle. A lot of action in Division 2 this season. Out of the 10 players, 2 get promoted to Div 1 straight away. 2 have to go through a playoff promotion if they want to get into Div 1. And 2 get into a playoff demotion against Division 3 players. There are no direct demotions. In fact, the only direct demotions this season are Division 1 and 5. And 5 is, you know, it's just always that way. Halfway through level 18, it's 270 for Doodle, 269 for SILLYSHARK. So a close game 4 to start things off the way you like it. Game's gone soft, says Moodoos. Nah, it's just the music. Also, big congrats to Tired for wrapping up the Standard Award this season. Going 3-3, 10-10 in games. We're at the 100-line turn. Nice T-spin there for SILLYSHARK. Gets the J over very quickly, and then bangs down a Tetris. 476 for Doodle, 457 for SILLYSHARK. Now, I thought someone else got the speedrun award. Oh, Jotty didn't finish. Okay, yeah, alright. Level 19 is looming. Doodle with a slight lead here. Well, a little more than slight. 2.5 Tetrises. 571 to 515. Down the right side, Tetris for Doodle, 618 into level 19. It's only going to be 545 for SILLYSHARK, but a lot of time on 19 to get caught back up and see what happens. SILLYSHARK is clean. Has to take a couple burns, but gets it done. Doodle is cleaned up. No one's finding a long bar, though. There we go. Tetris for Doodle and SILLYSHARK. SILLYSHARK gets a second one. And this is where I go into remote calibration and make sure this board stops flashing at me. $760 for Doodle, $684 for SILLYSHARK. Ooh, bit of a misdrop there for Doodle. Slow him down a little bit, but working his way out of it slowly. Now has the right side open up. S-flat moment for Doodle. And bang, Tetris, 825. SILLYSHARK at 798 within a Tetris. This is getting close. Tetris for Doodle. Doodle having to do a tuck there, gets it done. We'll get a Tetris waiting on the L. Didn't have to wait long. Looking for a long bar. Where's the bar? There's one. Yeah, they get at the same time pretty much. Piece for piece. One Tetris lead for Doodle into 26. Critical LAPIS was the first game. Gotham, you can go back in the VOD and watch. Oh no! Doodle is done at 994, and SILLYSHARK takes the Tetris and the win. Play this out. Doodle not happy with that. SILLYSHARK gonna take the max out. And there is a Tetris in to 29,084,000. Nice 5-tap. I don't know, Captain. Sounds suspiciously like a -2 to me. I'm kidding. Nice 5-tap there. Look at this. Get this board down and get some more scores here. Nice burn there. Oh, another really good burn. Gets a Tetris. Halfway through the 29 speeds. And that's going to be at 1,252,000. There's your winner. SILLYSHARK takes it in 4. GG's. Whee! Love it. All right. Our final match. Let's find out if it's happening. Captain taking on Tetris Time. Stay tuned for that. All right, so it looks like we're still waiting on both players to get in here. I don't know if TETRISTIME is around yet, but if you are, go ahead, get into the channel, get your NTC set up. Let's get you ready at the very least. Hello, Monthly Tetris. Welcome in. We're in between matches at the moment. We have one match remaining, and it's a doozy. Somalian taking on TETRISTIME. I mean, it's not quite Kingsman Rory level of rivalry, but Div 1.5 El Clasico. I love it. Oh, God. Moodu's asking, why is a player not even eligible for Ladder League in the promo for it? Because there's a ladder. Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah, but is Toronto really Canada? I mean... Growing up in Buffalo, it did not feel like Canada. Love how we got a couple of non-Canadians acting all appalled for that statement. Dear God, sir, what have you done with your calibration? Perfect reason to get you in here early, TETRISTIME. Fix that calibration, please. Oh, don't let Captain Beach It being set up, man. Don't do it. Oh no. Oh, tea time. Technically not late, says Captain. Not gonna argue with that one. That looks like a better calibration. Now we just need your ninja. All right, at this point, just waiting on TETRISTIME's Ninja Chem. Reminder, if you're using Transition Trainer to calibrate, don't. Doesn't work. Well, would you looky here? Looky on your screen, to be specific. I have the captain on the left, TETRISTIME on the right. Calibration looking nice and good. Let's go ahead, give these two a seed. Folks, welcome in the latest member of the 1.3 club, this and that. $419B56 is your seed. When you are prepared, go ahead, enter that in, and ready on up. We are good to go for our final match of the night. There's the ready from Captain. Did I flip TETRISTIME around? I feel like I should. Boom. He is flipped. Looks like we are waiting on TETRISTIME to get the seed in and ready up. Yes, your calibration is fine. Yeah, that's because you're playing Transition Trainer. I have manually verified that the calibration here should be good. Also tab in, says the captain. That, yeah, definitely tab in. We'll know quickly if you're not tabbed in. See, no problem. Look how beautiful those pieces are. Look at those 12 pushdown points. Gotta make extra sure. All right, we have two readies. These two are hungry to get back to Division 1, but they have a bunch of hungry players in Division 2 looking to beat them out. But first, we have to figure out who's better between each other. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's go ahead and introduce the players first. On the left, we have a roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 1,638,000. Welcome in, Somalian Le Captain. Arr. And on the right, with Tetris moves so hot, his camera's fogged up. Actually, no, it's just not focused. Roller out of the United States with a PB of 5,427,000. What time is it? It's Tetris time. It's certainly not burn time either, because he has 5 in a row to start off game number 1. Not called burn time. He's not called triple time. It's Tetris time. Okay, he's gonna take a burn. Ooh. I don't know if that was a double flip or a non-flip. I couldn't tell. But now Tetris time at the top of his board. Stop me if you've heard that one before. And oh my god. Okay, hold up. This might actually be an early top, and it is. Captain takes a 1-0 lead. That wasn't in the script. All right, we'll increment the seed, go for game number 2. Yep, increment. Here goes my perfect runs this Tetris time. To be fair, you've already lost 2 games. Oh, we lost. Okay, we're fine. We have 2 readies. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 2 will begin in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And I hope this game lasts a little longer than the last one, because I've got a mouthful to talk about here. For ELO, this is these 2 players' 15th meeting. Tetris Time holds an 8-6 record, all started back a long time ago in Classic Tetris Gauntlet back in July of 2020. Tetris Time won his first one there, 2-0. Very next day, they played a back-to-back in CTL Division 4, where they split sets. They would split sets the following season as well. They would split sets again in Division 3 in 2021. Tetris Time would sweep their back-to-back series in Division 2 in September of 2021. But then Somalian would win in CT Gauntlet in January 22 and do it again in April. But then we had a bit of an issue back in May of 2024 where these 2 were involved in a playoff promotion match for Tetris Time and fell short in a decider. Keep in mind that is a best of 7. And Somalian won 4-3. Wouldn't get so lucky in December though, as Tetris Time would take that one 4-2. Tetris Time would sweep in April of 2025 in CTL. And that was their last meeting. So here we are back in Division 2. These 2 have been just about even with each other. Tetris Time with a slight advantage, 8-6 in the all-time matchup. 239 for Tetris Time, 198 for the captain. I think what's kind of crazy about this is that there are only 2 different leagues they've ever played in. For 14 games, that's kind of impressive. You figure they meet in CTM at least once. Where is this bar? Tetris time. Oh, gonna hang a square, but does get the bar. No problem. No idea if Tetris Time is planning on coming out to Genesis this year. Tetris for Tetris Time. 369. Hey now. Somalian trying to find a bar here. Will eventually. He'll score the Tetris. Where's Tetris Time ahead in lines? Ooh, this is aggressive. This isn't going to work out either. Tetris Time doing his thing. Trying to get out of it. Nice flat burn there. Nice T burn there, and we'll open up the right side. There's a Tetris for Tetris Time. And another one. 451 for Tetris Time, 415 for the captain, but the captain is backed by a good number of lines here. Am I making it up, or did the captain get a... That must have been NTC being weird, because they're both on... I think they're both on the same seed. Is that a B? Yeah, that's a B. Yeah, they're both on the same seed. Just don't remember seeing a 30 drought on Tetris Time side. Level 19 is here. 544 for Tetris Time. Captain will bang down a Tetris Time. Still working on the stack. Not a ideal situation to start level 19. So here we go. Oh, great flat burn there. $616 for the captain, 573 for Tetris Time. My eyes have been just glued to Tetris Time's board here. He has not been able to get out of this dig. Welcome in the District Wolf. We're on our final match of this evening. Division 2 action between two players that were formerly in Division 1. Both are looking to make it back this season. Tetris Time is halfway through the level 19 speeds at 672. When Captain gets that far, we'll see where he's at. But it will be bigger than 672, I can tell you that. Looking for a bar here. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there. Can you get the Tetris to go to $7.99? Yours for a limited time, of course. Our new low sale price. Just bang a Tetris down column 4. Make some lemonade out of those lemons. Tetris time. Trying to get clean here. Finds himself down by 80,000 points, despite being ahead in lines by, what, 20 at this point. Another Tetris for the captain. And there's another Tetris for the captain. Really pouring the pressure on here. Tetris time. Gonna have to get it done on 29 at this point. And there's the par. He is in 29 at 9:27. Level 19 speed, or 29 speeds. Tetris time trying to get set up. Will get the Tetris, but does have a little bit of cleanup work to do as the max out comes in for the captain back on 27. He's got 1,040,000. Tetris time at 980. Here we go, 1,112,000 into 29 for the captain. Tetris time set up, but can't find the dagger. Open again. Triggers the bar. The bar is missing. Takes the burn. Takes another skim. Just burns us down because this is a drought. We'll get the bar, but only for a triple. Captain gets the 5-tap over. Captain's board, worse for wear here. He's going to hang a bunch of pieces. He's done. Tetris time. You're in a chase down. You need B39. This is line out territory should he so choose. The right side open. The fact that he's not opting for the triple tells me he's waiting for the Tetris. Tetris time ties it at 1. Like I said, he's not called triple time. TT looking to take this one to the house. For the bar for the 1.3. Bang, Tetris. Roncli top 3 Premier poll. I've got a little bit of work to do for that. My PB is a little short. All right, let's go ahead and increment the seed and get ready for game 2. Or 3. We're on game 3 already. So we have the ready from the captain. Just waiting on Tetris time to ready up. We should be good to go in a moment. Sure what the delay is here. I see him standing right there. Oh, there we go. We have 2 readies, so let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3. We're tied at 1. See who takes the advantage in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Who invited the squares? Couple burns coming in. Tetris time on the board with the Tetris. But it is an early dig for the captain. Gonna open up the right side, looking for the bar. There's the bar, there's a Tetris. It's another one down the right side. Pretty close in the early going. 89,000 for Tetris time, 84 for the captain. These two no strangers to each other. Both have been around for a very long time. And both have improved pretty significantly over that time, too. Maybe not at the speed of, say, a Cold Bucket or a Critical Lapis or something. Especially, like, Tetris time being a little, you know, getting into the rolling game. Maybe a little later than most. He's in trouble here, though. This could be disaster. Gets the left side down, so maybe a little easier to deal with here. Gets the bar. That's a good first split triple. That square has nowhere to go. Oh my god. Tetris time still staying alive. My god, more squares. Oh, that's a bad hang. Does get a bar to help, but... Oh, can't get that piece all the way over, but sets up a tuck. Okay, nice burn there. Bar dependency. That is a dirty Tetris for Tetris time. Even Captain's like, what the heck, man? Case was like, TT. Come on. And I'm sitting here thinking, this is Tetris time. This is par for the course. I'm actually surprised he topped out in game 1. Like, that was a shock. Working on getting this board down. He's not even back that far. 259 for the captain, 210 for Tetris time. Definitely a suffer game for these two. Maybe not a hydrant level suffer game, but it's up there. How does he do it? Well, I can tell you he's 17 lines ahead. And back by 57,000. Maybe that's where the difference is at the moment. Set up column 4. He'll get the bar. We'll bang down dirty Tetris. What are these pieces? Man, these pieces are terrible. He wanted that so bad. You could just tell by his reaction. Level 19, that's Tetris time pace, 282. Let's see what he can get done on 19. Captain's still a couple lines away, too. And there he goes. He's in at 391. And Tetris time high up on the board. This time on 19. And Tetris time's like, yeah, so. Oh, the triple flip. I guess that's a double flip. And he's going to be done at 300. Let the suffering end. Oh, not a great set here for Tetris time. Certainly does not want these early tops. We'll go ahead and increment the seed and get ready for game number 4. You know, these low transitions are still not as bad as the Nestor spot I had the other day. I have a program that I wrote that does text-to-speech commentary for Nestros.org when I'm playing matches. And I almost topped out when I heard the bot say, hold his transition at 165. And I'm like, wait, what? Can you even get a transition that low? All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 4, Captain on the verge. See if he can do it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, here we go. Certainly, if you're Tetris time, you want to avoid a Tetris time dig, not get into one. How many trophies was a bot? I want to say it was over 2,000. And it was a bot that I usually struggle against, so big suffer game. I had 460 in the transition, so I had a comfortable win because it topped out immediately in the 19. Like, I would say all of my Nestros.org games are pretty normal, but that was the first one that was really like, what the heck is this bot doing? Pretty even here in the early going of game number 4. Tetris time going to tuck the L. Get the Tetris, bangs it down. He's a piece behind in the sequence from Captain, so you can see Captain getting the piece just before Tetris time does. Well, it's a bit even now. And speaking of even, 236,360 points each. Probably not a simul Tetris, but we'll go with it, NCC. Halfway point of level 18. Captain's got a 307. Tetris Time's got a 327. So 20,000 point lead. Nice adjustment on that S as well. But everything after it was just horrible. Those pieces, my God. He gets out of it. And for his effort, he still has about a 16,000 point lead because Captain didn't fare much better during that time span. More squares. More squares. Give us all the squares. There are so many squares. Tied again, 388, 740. This is a good game so far. I love that it's like all tied half the time. Another Tetris for Tetris Time. I'm trying to deal with the hole in the stack, but pieces don't quite work out. That's okay, because Captain's opening up his... Oh, he misses the Corian adjustment, and Tetris Time misses a long bar. So both players going to have to deal with a bit of a misdrop. Captain's might actually be dangerous here if he's not careful. Oh, God! Oh, God! That's it! We're going to a decider. Where were the 5 taps? Just completely disappeared. That did not look high enough to not make it over. I thought he was fine, but nothing went left. All right. Well, that means it's decider time. We started on one. We will end on one. We have a ready from the captain. There's the ready from Tetris Time. It's fitting that these two go to a decider. Let's find out who wins it in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Six pieces of simultris. Both players with good boards early on, with one exception. There's no bar. Okay, finally a bar shows up. Final Tetris there. Classic Somalian versus TT match, yes. I think something like 80% of their matches have been in CTL. This is number 15. And again, Tetris Time does hold the series lead 8-6. Could extend that to 9. Or Captain can pull within 1. It's going to be hard to do when Tetris Time is doing nothing but, you know, getting Tetrises. Another Tetris for Tetris time. And he's going to go to 10 in a row. See how long he can run this for. Getting some great pieces, too. Another Tetris. And through all this, he only has a 19,000 point lead through 48 lines. So Captain also pacing hard. But he's taken, looks like 4 burns. It's going to be more in a second. Oh, the perfect Tetris time setup. And there is number 15. Did he just try to shush me? Is that what he did? He knows about the patent Roncli curse, I guess. And here it is in all of its glory. Well, 15 in a row to start the game. It's still pretty good, but somehow this is still very close. And Tetris for Somalian, he'll take the lead. Imagine starting the game with 15 Tetrises and then 10 lines later not even having the lead. That is how efficient both these players are playing here. Good setup here for Tetris time. Just going to take the T flat to burn it and bang Tetris. Captain. It's that Tetris down the right side. He's looking at a 500,000 at the turn. Yeah, 511, not even at 100 lines yet. This is potential 670 pace here. Another bar, another Tetris. This isn't even a big bar game. 42, it's the middle of the road in terms of pieces. 604 for the captain. This timing has been really good on them. Really for both players. Ooh. All right, captain getting that burn in. Has 3 Tetrises remaining to transition. Have to take some. Oh, nice adjustment for Tetris time for the L, and then getting the J on the backside of that. That was beautiful. 657 for the captain into level 19. It's going to be 598 for Tetris time. Here we go. Level 19 speeds. We're getting a proper send-off for this set. Tetris for TT. Captain banging one home. Just clean play from both players at the moment. Captain kind of scrambling a little bit there. Now seems to be back to a normal state. Another drought for these players. We put the scoring on hold. 30 and counting. Players holding out, but 40 piece still going. What is this drought? 50 piece droughts. You gotta be kidding me with these droughts today, man. They've been brutal. TETRISTIME trying to get back down. Just not getting the right pieces at the right time. That will help. Square helps as well. Now it's just a matter of burning down. 932 for Somalian, 739 for TETRISTIME. Both players are clean. Tetris for Captain. There's the Tetris for TETRISTIME. About 200,000 points separating the players. I would imagine that TETRISTIME's got to be thinking, get this to 29. Make it happen there. Captain's thinking, put the dagger in now. He's got 3 Tetrises potentially remaining before level 29. He gets one of them, but not going to get all 3. Fasten your safety belts. Stow all your electronic devices because we're going to level 29. Tetris for TETRISTIME, 1,021, 1,164 for the Captain, and he'll cross 1.2 shortly thereafter. Deciding game between these two here in Division 2. Captain needs something left. But it's another drought. Oh my god. Worst time. And it's long too. I don't even know how long it is. TETRISTIME, though, look at this board. Crystal clean. Had to put a hole in the stack, but it was 48 pieces. TETRISTIME, you need 1,217,000. That's C17. Keep going. It's like that second drought didn't even affect TETRISTIME. The only reason you even knew he had a drought was because of the drought counter. Yeah, the top 2 droughts this game accounted for 98 pieces. TETRISTIME open, bang, Tetris, 1,151. He needs 65,000. Looking for another bar, left side a little sus though. He's just gonna burn it down. Great play from TETRISTIME there. I don't know if this is line-outable. It is close. 39,000 points. 26 lines. I want to say it's not. But, like, a triple would probably put it in. 21,000 points. We're looking for a bar. And it's another drought! 41, 44, a 44-piece drought will give the Captain the game and the match. Are you kidding me? 3 droughts. Over 40 pieces, 2 of them past 29. And look at this lucky winner right here. He's sideways. But you know he's got it done. It's the Captain. GG. Oh my god. Here, you can be a W-I-E-R. Sort of. There. You're weird. Absolutely incredible. So close to that chase down. Couldn't end up getting it done. Oh my god. The heartbreak. what a way to finish off what has been an excellent night of Tetris. For me, an excellent day. I have been broadcasting for actually about 8 hours between CTW and this, so it was pretty fun. So with that, I'm gonna end it here. Let's go help Scooty procrastinate with his homework. Yeah, by the time you couldn't even get it over, and there's the bar. Here it is. Sorry I'm late. Almost as late as the captain was. Zing. That's gonna do it for me. Thanks all for playing. Thanks all for watching. Until next time. Goodbye.